center, that's when that energy gets released. So here is what happened. So in the late 1800s, it was more early 1900s, Marie Curie and her husband discover essentially uranium, and therefore discovered polonium and radium, what your show's all about. What happens is uranium and a lot of other unstable isotopes, as they break down, they form other, it's not necessarily they break down once and then they're fine. Sometimes it's a series. So here's what ended up happening, is the uranium, as they were studying it, broke down, and it broke down. One of the things it breaks down to is polonium, which he mentioned on the video, she named after her home country. And then radium was one of the byproducts of studying uranium. And at first, again, she knew that the atom was changing. The mass was changing. It was changing over time. Did they understand that being around this change at the time was bad? No. Keep in mind, biology didn't even exist. We didn't even really know what cells were. We had zero idea what DNA was. So keep in mind, like, what we take for granted as far as like our background knowledge in science, they didn't have it. And this was only just over 100 years ago. So that tells you like how much we've learned about radioactivity and stuff even in the past 100 years. So as they were going through, come on buddy, thank you. Yeah, my finger didn't work. As they were going through, she started discovering that as these things were changing, they were emitting essentially energy waves. So radioactivity, kind of how you can think of it, is essentially energy being emitted by atoms as they're trying to chill themselves out. So one of the laws of physics and chemistry is you can't create or destroy mass or energy. And so that energy is coming from the nucleus itself. When nuclear changes happen, that's a big, big deal. So the kind of main three that we look at, and I'll show you a picture here.